Hi, my name is Greg Jameson, and I'd like to introduce you today to a product that I've been working on called the AI Replicator Coach. This is an AI program that takes a coach's methods and their expertise, their coaching techniques, and produces results for their clients, whether those clients happen to be a sports player like baseball or golf, or perhaps someone that is a business coach, a vocal coach, a public speaking coach, any kind of coaching where you can establish certain patterns, techniques, and be able to analyze those and produce credible metrics that can be reviewed from one week to the next. With that, I'm going to dive right into a demo. The Replicator Coaching Program is a subscription service, and you must be registered as a client of a particular coach in order to access it. So we're going to log in to access it. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're actually going to log in as player one. This is for a subscriber named Abby, and she is looking to improve her golf game. So her only coaching focus that she has available is golf. It's actually possible that if we are the golf coach, that we could have multiple coaches and specialize in certain things such as driving the ball, getting out of sand traps, putting, and so forth. We have a single coach for golf. And we're just going to say something like, I am working on my swing. Can you help me with my stance? And then we're going to upload a video. The video that we're going to upload is for week one of this lady golfing and ask it to provide feedback. What the AI program does is it actually analyzes the entire video. If there is audio associated with the video, it will transcribe that and use it as well. On the screen, it displays a set number of frames that it extracts from the video so that you can visualize what it's talking about. Sometimes the AI coach will actually say, if you'll notice at about 1.5 seconds in, or if it's a longer video, if you'll notice at about a minute and a half in, and actually reference specific frames. When it is done with the evaluation, you will see a written evaluation and give you suggestions on what you should do. Additionally, you can get verbal feedback, and the verbal feedback is complementary to the written feedback. It doesn't just simply read the written feedback.
Hey, Abby, let's dig into your stance a bit. It really is the foundation of your swing, and getting it just right can make all the difference. First, make sure your feet are parallel to your target line. Think of them like the rails of a railroad track. You also want to balance your weight evenly across your feet, feeling that pressure across the balls of your feet. Lastly, keep a slight athletic bend in your knees to stay stable. Practice these with an alignment stick to guide you, and you'll soon see more consistent shots and better contact. Keep at it, you're doing great.
Now, in addition to giving you immediate feedback, the program actually keeps track of every session that you have ever had. If you go to My Sessions, you will see that the current session is displayed. You can re-listen to the verbal feedback, and you can look at any previous session. Because of that, it's possible to create a report card that evaluates your improvement over a period of time. So in this case, it's showing you your current score, a previous score, and then if there's any change or if it has remained consistent, thus allowing you to actually work on improving things over time. Let's go ahead and create a new analysis, and we'll leave the focus area the same, but this time I'm going to choose week 2 as my video and ask it for feedback. Again, a specified number of frames are displayed. The written feedback is provided, the verbal feedback is provided, and the report card is updated. Now let's go ahead and log out as Abby. And I'm going to log back in, this time as Coach Kevin, our golf coach. When I do this, there is a new tab displayed across the top called Coach Review. And what this does is it allows me to see who my subscribers are and actually review the AI output and give additional feedback if I choose to. So let's go ahead and click on Review. And here's the most recent session for Abby. It shows the files that she uploaded, what the coaching feedback was, and down below, I can either provide a verbal feedback for her. I can attach a file if I'm actually giving some input that requires the upload of an image or a video file. I can attach that, and I can simply add in my 2 cents on top of what the AI said. So I simply enter in the advice that I want to give her. I'm going to say, good work this week, Abby. Looks like you've improved your stance, which should be giving you better control on the ball. You probably noticed that you were hitting the ball straighter as a result. My AI suggested doing a posture drill. This is good advice, and I recommend you do 10 reps of this as you continue to improve. I'm going to add that note. And when I do, it sends an email out to Abby with that feedback. Additionally, if I now log out as Coach Kevin and I log back in as Abby, I go to my sessions and we can see the coach's notes are permanently attached to the My Sessions data as well, so that this can be reviewed at any point in time and used for future evaluations. Now you're probably asking, where does all this information come from? Is this simply like ChatGPT and a fancy answer? And the obvious answer is no. ChatGPT does not keep track of things over time. It doesn't have any memory. It's unable to score you based upon certain metrics, give coach feedback, give you report cards, and so on. So where this information comes from is twofold, and I'm going to show you where that is. The first place that is used for getting information so that the program will actually use the coach's knowledge and methods for coaching is from what's known as an OpenAI assistant. And this includes 2 different things. One is system instructions, which can be fairly detailed. This is much more complex than a simple prompt. It includes the actual information that the coach is going to use, including the format that we want it to output in. The second is a series of files that have been prepared by the coach that it can go through and search all of the files that are relevant to the coach's methods and teaching techniques. So we can see that we've put some PDF files in here. These files can be assorted types of files. The PDF files happen to include images, but you could also just have images separately. So that's the first place that it pulls information from in order to output the feedback that is presented. The second place that it pulls information from is the configuration of the coach himself. So we can see that under our coach settings, we have the display name, a voice ID from 11 Labs that actually uses your voice when providing feedback to your subscribers, and your particular coaching style. So the coaching style basically talks about your personality, and it overlays that on top of the feedback that is displayed. Finally, the other way that it pulls information from is your profile. In the case of Abby, we can see that we simply have her name and profile image in here, what team she belongs to. We're going to say Fairway to Heaven Golf Club. Her default coach is the golf coach. As mentioned earlier, it might be a driving coach, it might be an obstacles course, it might be a putting coach, whatever, and any background information. So in this case, we're saying that Abby is a professional golfer who often scores around 67 with a handicap of 5. We could change that to say that Abby is a complete newbie and she's just started to learn how to golf. And if that's the case, then the output will reflect that as well. Additionally, you can upload files into your profile that might be relevant for how people are going to be able to coach you. If this is something like a nutrition coach, maybe you're going to upload your weekly recipes in there. You're going to upload your blood work. Maybe in the case of the golf coach, we're going to upload analytics that have been provided to us from someplace like Golf Track or TrackMan. The final place that it looks at for providing feedback is from the metrics that it uses to evaluate you on. So in the case of golf, we have entered in that we want to evaluate based upon swing speed, club path, face angle, launch angle, spin rate, impact, and location. That obviously is a completely different metric than if we are looking at real estate or public speaking, where maybe our metrics that we're evaluating on are things like vocal variety, eye contact, confidence and presence, clarity, and so forth. Here's what one of our current coaches has to say about this system.
Wow, this is so cool. So we know that this will work for a coach, right? We've done it. We've seen it. I've actually done examples. I had an ex-player at Cal Poly uploaded his swing, and it gave feedback. And he had been in the game for so long, and everything. He looked at the feedback, and he's like, "This is exactly right. This is exactly what I would tell somebody if I was watching this video."
So that is the AI Replicator coaching platform. I hope that you got something out of this brief demo. If you have any questions at all, please contact me and we'll set up a private demo to show you how this can work for you and your particular coaching niche.